Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to the Fuse UK. It's much appreciated as always. Joining us today, we've got In the Red Corner podcast. What's happening, brother? You all right?
I'm not too bad. How are you?
I'm all right, Ross, mate. What's been happening, bro?
Not a lot, my friend. Not a lot. Just keeping busy.
Keeping busy. We've got a lot coming up.
Yeah, a lot coming up. Looking forward to it. Some great announcements in this last week or so.
Yeah, they've got, I think, from now till March, they've got 6 shows, I think.
Yeah, it's in the first quarter. Got released today. What's coming up on the BKFC? So exciting times.
Yeah, it is, mate. Proper exciting. What fights are you looking forward to on the BKFC 37 London card?
Well, I'm looking forward to see Gary Fox.
Yes.
Can't wait to see him. He's been training with Danny. He helped Danny in his last fight camp. Nice lad. Really, really nice lad. Really looking forward to seeing him. See what he's made of in there.
Yeah, mate, like they never fail to put a good card onto the BKFC. You can't argue with any of the cards put on.
No, definitely. The first one I went to was the Newcastle show, and that was just fantastic. It was really good. Really enjoyed it. And some great performances on there as well from them lads.
Yeah, there was, mate. Some wicked fights. Obviously, we got Darren Godfrey's fighting as well, and who fought Danny at Newcastle. He's fighting again on BKFC.
That's right, he is. Yeah, looking forward to him. I'm hoping from a better performance from him, to be honest.
Yeah,
I think he's got more to offer than what he showed.
Yeah, definitely. A lot. Obviously, we spoke about this before, but a lot of people don't give Darren Godfrey the credit, do they? Like, Danny's a fucking beast, mate, and no one was willing to step in there with him and fucking short notice. And Darren went up there and he done the job. Do you know what I mean?
That's right. 2
Danny
weeks notice. I think Danny had about 3 different opponents in the run up to the fight, and Darren Godfrey was the one who said, I think he took it on 2 weeks' notice or something. So
yeah,
I mean, fair play to him for getting involved in that.
Have you seen Jimmy Miller and Kyle Cassidy?
No, I've not. No.
Yeah, they're fighting on it as well.
Right.
Brad Watch and George Thorpe.
Yeah, aye. Jack Draper's just got announced recently as well, didn't he? I'm looking forward to see Jack.
Yeah, Jack's got announced. I'm looking forward to seeing George Thorpe as well. He trains in the Fitness Factory in Birmingham with Conatini and that.
Right.
So
he's in good company down there then.
Yeah, he's a good fighter, mate. I watched him fight in Sheffield as well. He's a good boxer. So I can't wait to see George have his BKFC debut as well.
Yeah.
Do you know much about Nathan Hind, who Gary Fox is fighting?
You know, I try to look up about Nathan Hind. I think he's making his debut, isn't he? And I don't really know what his background is, whether it's boxing, Thai boxing, MMA. Couldn't really find much about him. But I'm sure he's not going to be in there for no reason, is he? I'm sure he'll do well.
100%, mate. So tell you what's going to be a good fight. Franco Tinalia versus Toby Binden.
Yeah.
Did you watch Franco's fight with Chazza at Wembley?
I didn't see that fight, to be honest, no.
Yeah,
Newcastle was the first. I was away on holiday when it happened, the London show, the first London show, Wembley.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have been down there myself. But yeah, I'm looking forward to all of them. I'm looking forward to all the fights and being down there and seeing what's going on again.
Yeah, I'm just going through the card now. We've obviously got Teddy Brazier round.
Yeah, Terry Brazier and David Round. That was the one when it came out. I thought, oh, that's going to be a fight.
Yeah,
that's going to be a fight.
Sick, that, mate.
I know he had David Round on the other day, and Terry was supposed to come on as well, but that would have been a good show if Terry had made it. It was a good show anyways, but it would have been a better show if Terry had made it as well. I think the back and forth between them, because they fought previously in K1, 6 years ago.
Yeah,
Terry got the win. David thinks he won.
Yeah.
There was a bit of smack talk between them before. So it's going back a long time. 6 years? think it's been a long time coming for this one, and yeah, that's the one that I think I wrote on. It made my mouth water when that came on.
Yeah, that's going to be some tear up, that, like, mate.
Oh, yeah, unbelievable.
Yeah, I bet it feels like the fought yesterday as well.
It will do. It will do to them, I'm sure. You know, following them both on social media, they both look to be putting the hard work in and things and training hard. So, as I'm sure all the lads are for the show, you know.
Yeah, definitely. You've got Rico Franco versus Dan Breeze.
Yeah.
Dan Breeze was a pro, one unbeaten pro. I think he was 10-0, if I'm right. Rico's been in the Bareknuckle a while, and he's a very good fighter.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to see that fight as well.
Yeah. Darren Hendry, Corey Harrison.
Yeah, Darren Hendry and Corey Harrison. Yeah, that didn't know Darren was going to be fighting on this show.
No, well, he's over in Thailand now, isn't he? I think training hard.
Yeah, he's training over in Phuket, I think, with Phuket Top Team and Panda and that.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's fully at it, mate. As far as I'm aware, when I was speaking to him, he's hard at camp, mate. He's serious. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, what them lads have to do as well.
Yeah, I know.
The training that they've got to put in, and not even just the physical training, but the mental training as well behind it. And you know, the thought of getting in there, just going bare knuckle with someone, it's a big thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's mental, mate. Who's Jack Draper fighting again? I shared it on my Instagram earlier.
Yeah, he's fighting Charlie Milner.
Charlie Milner, that's the one.
Not really too au fait with Charlie Milner either, really. I don't really know much about him. But I'm interested in finding out about all these lads.
Yeah, definitely, mate.
And obviously Conatini and Jake Lindsay.
Yeah,
the main event.
Jake Gypsy Boy Lindsay versus Connor the Town Bombertini.
The Brumtown Bonner. But I'm sure he's gonna. I think he'll take it. I think he'll win.
Yeah, definitely, mate. 100%.
I'm not really one for making predictions, but you know, he stands as good a chance as anyone, doesn't he?
I think it's going to take a very, very, very good man to beat Connor now. Like,
yeah,
unless it's just one of them fights where it's a punch from the gods. Do you know what I mean? Unless it's one of them fights, mate. I think it's going to take a very awkward, fucking tough man, skilled man to beat Conatini.
Yeah, he's entertaining. He's entertaining in and out of the ring. You know, the chat he's got, but he backs it up as well.
That's what I mean. He is like the sort of like the UK bare knuckle version of Conor McGregor, isn't he? The way he goes on and the way he presents himself.
That's a bold statement, to be fair.
I really do. I really do think he is. Like, obviously, the bare knuckle's not on the level of the UFC, but I mean, like in its own category.
Yeah, it's not on the same level yet, but it will be. You know, give it time. Give it a little bit of time and a few years, and it'll go mainstream, and it'll be fantastic.
Yeah, definitely, mate. 100%. It's going the right way, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. The right people are in the right places as well to make it grow into a successful thing. And branching out over into Europe next, I would think is probably the next move for them.
Yeah.
You know, they've got kind of the Asian side with Thailand, obviously the US. UK is well on board with it, the home of Bareknuckle. And yeah, branching out into Europe, there's going to be a lot of tough Eastern Europeans, a lot of tough Europeans, full stop, really. And especially the caliber of fighters that they're bringing over as well. I've just seen John Dodson was announced. He's having another fight over in America, isn't he?
Yeah, against Jared Grant.
Yeah. You know, John Dodson really entertaining, the magician. Diego Sanchez. Yeah. Diego Sanchez and Trout. Unbelievable. Cannot wait for that one. That's going to be war.
It's going to be a mad fight, that. I can only see it really going one way, but I could be wrong. I could be very wrong, mate. I could be very wrong.
That's the thing. You just don't know, do you? Are you all right there? Are you making toast?
No, just drop me phone. But, yeah, mate. That's a mad fight. That's a mad fight.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Austin Trout, mate, a very high level pro. For the best there for Canelo and that.
Yeah, and I think they're just going to keep getting those level of competitors coming over to the sport.
Yeah, wants to see these lads doing it.
Yeah. Like you say, BKFC is just going to keep growing and growing. And just going to be a juggernaut it's already a juggernaut that's on the way.
Yeah, talking about the juggernaut. Lorenzo Hunt, mate, versus Mike Richmond.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Awesome.
That'll be a fucking cracker of a fight, that, mate.
I think what it is with Bareknuckle as well, it's quick. You know, there's no. I love it. I love MMA. Don't get us wrong. And some people find people lying on the ground boring. I don't find it boring when you kind of know what they're doing or trying to do.
Yeah.
But with the BKFC, you know, there's none of that. It's two men just standing there, you know, banging it out, and people, you know, they love the blood, they love the cuts, the swelling, the chance of a knockout with any punch. It's a great sport. Probably the fastest growing sport around at the moment. So,
what do you think of the whole Dana White situation at the moment?
Well, he could have played it just as the Slap League was coming out as well. So
I know, I've seen that.
It's not a good advertisement, is it? I don't condone what he done. No man should ever put his hands on a woman, even if she's hit him first or whatever. But I mean, I don't know. Who am I to talk about Dana White? So, what do you think about it?
I'll be honest with you, mate. I thought, like, obviously, a man should never lay his hands on a woman, but no. the way the guys, I thought was more of like it couldn't have hurt her what he done. Like, it was more of a push away. I thought it wasn't as if like he walloped around the head or something. Yeah,
I don't know. He should still have never raised his hand, regardless. I don't think, but you know, Nike said he's got to live with it for the rest of his life now, hasn't he? So
it's
not really a punishment, is it? You know, if you go and rob a bank, the feeling of feeling guilty about robbing a bank isn't the punishment. You know, that's basically what he's saying.
I really do believe what he's done was wrong, mate. Like, especially like the way it all happened and that. But the way they're talking about it, that should he leave the company and all that, like, I think that's a bit too far.
I don't think so. I know he's a man in power, a leader of men as such, but you know, it didn't happen in the 9 to 5 work hours, did it? It was New Year's Eve and things like that. I mean, regardless, it shouldn't have happened. But I don't know. I'm sure he regrets it, and hopefully they'll work it all out. But I don't think he needs to leave his role. Like he said as well, it'll only affect the company and the fighters. I don't know. It's hard. It's a hard one. He shouldn't have done what he done at the end of the day. Full stop.
Definitely. I bet he got home and he was fucking fuming with all you know, fuming with her, you bastard.
No, but I mean, his kids have got to see that as well. And yeah, I'm sure his kids will be disappointed, and I'm sure he's disappointed. But I don't know. Like I say, who am I to talk about Dana White?
Yeah, true, mate. But back onto the Bareknuckle. Are you going to the show?
Yes, I'll be seeing you there. And hopefully hopefully meet up with you beforehand and do some. Well, we've got some stuff in the pipeline, haven't we?
Yeah, we'll get some what we were going to do boxed off.
Yeah. We can't talk too much about it now, can we? But we won't let it out the bag yet. But exciting things coming from us both.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Got some good little things coming up in the pipeline for all the fight fans, the Bareknuckle fans.
And if you haven't already, and if you don't mind us having a little plug of my YouTube channel, go over to In the Red Corner podcast. and give us a subscribe and ring that bell.
2 seconds, mate. Please. I'll put it in me a little message now.
Oh, nice. I thought you were going over to subscribe. Cheers, pal.
And subscribe to In the Red Corner podcast.
That's me.
In the Red Corner. Is it what's your is it In the Red Corner or In the Red Corner podcast, isn't it?
In the Red Corner. Corner spelt with a K, just to be different.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've got
right there, what's on the screen.
That's right, mate. Yeah, perfect.
Sweet.
And you can cast your vote as well. I've just put a little vote out a few days ago, just seeing if anyone wants to see a Danny Christie fight camp part 2. I followed him on his last fight camp, and if you want to see more of that, then cast your vote, and we'll see if we can make it happen.
Yeah, Christie, mate, it was a good little first one you done, mate. I really enjoyed it.
It was, yeah. I enjoyed it as well. I was saying to you the other day, you know, I've known Danny for a long time, and
yeah,
to know him now, as you know, it's an absolute pleasure. Absolute pleasure to know him now, and yeah, he's smashing it, unbelievable.
Yeah, he's Danny's the type of lad as well where you could, no matter what content you get of him, you could have Hollywood type content, or you could do it on the first ever fucking camera phone that come out, and it'll still be fucking gold. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's that type of character and that type of name on YouTube. Danny brings the numbers, man. Like, let's be straight. Danny's the main man, mate.
He is. I met him for a coffee last weekend, and I was saying, look, people would want to watch you go for a shit, Danny, I think, and
yeah,
I think people would watch it. You know, he does bring the numbers, but people, you know, the way he holds himself, the way he carries himself, the way he conducts himself now, the way he talks, you know, I'm not surprised he brings the numbers. He's always been there. It's just people know about him now.
A big thing on YouTube as well. A lot of people talk, but Danny backs it up.
He does.
Danny fucking backs it up, mate.
He does. You know, there was a lot of footage that I got that I didn't put out. But watching him train, the man's a beast. He's unbelievable. Watching him spar, them early spars that he'd done with Mickey Hammers. You know, 5 o'clock in the morning.
I used to watch them, man. He looks like a mustard as well, doesn't he?
He is top lad, absolutely class. You know, 5 o'clock in the morning and just knocking the shit out of each other, knocking 7 bells out of each other. Class. This is the start of Danny's camp as well. So I mean, I don't know if he needed to go that hard or not. He said in the past, you know, you don't need to go as hard as what he did, but you know, class. It was class to watch. An absolute pleasure to work with them all, and you know, I'm proud to be part of. So yeah, if you want to see a part 2, get over to my channel, subscribe, and cast your vote if you want to see it. Yeah,
sweet brother. How many subs are we off now? What's the target do you need to get to?
I want to get to 1,000. It'd be nice to get to 1,000 before the show.
Yeah,
I think I need another 450 or so. So yeah, I'll just keep plugging away, keep chipping away, keep trying to put some content out there. Got a few interviews with some local fighters up here, former world Muay Thai champions, and amateur MMA fighter who's on Team England, and an amateur box, a couple of amateur boxers as well. So yeah,
good mate. I'm really looking forward to it. How did you get into it all?
I don't know.
You've always been a fight.
Always been a fight fan, yeah. Massively been into the MMA, the UFC from the start. Muay Thai was my thing. Love Muay Thai as well. Used to training MMA. Never fought. Don't have the balls to get into the ring, but love the training aspect of it and the discipline that it brings. Involved with one of my local amateur boxing clubs, Border City, Host the home shows for them. Last one we streamed. They asked us if I could stream it, so it was, got me and Danny to do the commentary on that as well. So that was good. Really enjoyed that.
Do you like all that? Would you like? Is that something you'd like to do in the future, like the commentary side of things?
Yeah, I enjoy the commentary and enjoy being the MC.
You're announcing as well, don't you?
I do the announcing as well. Yeah, in the red corner. all that jazz. So
glass.
I enjoy it. Just if I'm not involved in fighting and training and things like that, to be involved with it in other ways is, it's nice.
Yeah, it's very exciting time as well for the Bareknuckle, mate, to be honest, to getting involved with it. You've got
absolutely.
Mate, we've got some good shows, man. We've got not just the BKFC, we've got like Bad to the Bone and that as well. Some great shows, mate. When's
that? 17th of February in Stoke-on-Trent, isn't it?
18th of February.
18th of February.
Yeah, that's the one. I'm going to be going down to that as well. Should pop down.
Yeah.
Come down.
There's a show in Poland as well, isn't there?
Yeah, show in Poland, show in Germany, Sweden.
Yeah.
Busy, this year, mate.
So Rob Cunningham is on the show in Poland, isn't he?
Gromda.
Yeah.
Yeah, John Ferguson is as well from Newcastle.
Right.
He's fighting on it for the second time now. Yeah, I was talking to John. Hopefully, I'm going to that as well.
Excellent.
Gromda, there's obviously KSP Promotions. I'm going to be going out with that as well. Being invited over by them to go there. So that's another massive event that's kicking off over there. Can't wait to get over there to that.
Yeah. There's going to be more shows just popping up here, there, and everywhere. But
yeah,
the place to be is going to be the BKFC, isn't it?
Oh yeah, of course, mate. It's the Premier League, isn't it? The Champions League.
Yeah.
Blown away with the crowd response to Danny's walk on at the Newcastle event. Second show for him, got the same as the main event. Unheard of popularity so fast. Mitts Up TV, big up my mate. And
Mitts Up TV. He does some great stuff. Everyone go over and give him a sub as well, to be honest, because his videos are really good. Mitts
Up TV, it's ringing a bell, that name.
Yeah, he does some good stuff, some great videos.
Yeah, Christie, man. But yeah, mate, that, like you said there, Danny's second fight, and it's not as if Danny's come from a professional boxing background or MMA where he took his following from, his fight fans from there. I know he boxed in the unlicensed, but he was inactive for a few years, wasn't he? And it's just the fact he's got for so little he's done in the Bareknuckle. Do you know what I mean? Second fight. I know it was a massive, massive debut when he made waves and showed how much of a beast he is. But
it's his heart. It's his heart.
Yeah, definitely, mate.
When he was talking the other week about being, if he does lose, which I don't think he will, if he does lose, he's the type of fighter whose stock won't go down because he's going to bring it and put on a performance and fight, with every last thing he's got.
Yeah, 100% he is, mate.
It's a class act, and he's just getting better and better. He sent us a video the other day. It was an old training video that I'd done for him, and he's like, "Geez, just watching this back, came a long way since then." And he's making improvements every day. And now he's quit his job as well. Can concentrate on being a full-time fighter, professional athlete. Up at 5 o'clock still every morning, training, running. Traveling around, having the chance to travel around the country now and meet up with all these different lads and train with them and spar with them and learn.
Yeah, it's mint, mate.
He's on one trajectory, and that's up. And title fight coming. It's got to be for him.
Oh, definitely, mate. 100%. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Obviously, the boys can make it happen.
Yeah, I'm sure they will.
Or some sort of eliminate. You never know, do you, mate? See what happens.
Yeah, Be interesting. So I often wonder what's going to happen when all the UK belts are filled. Is it going to be a case of the UK title holders will battle it out against the American title holders or the title holders?
That's what I mean. Like, is the UK, like, for example, you know, where you have like what's the name? It's not, doesn't even class as an interim, does it? Because,
no. You know, these are like
the Americans isn't an American title, though, is it? It's a world title.
Yeah, but you know, I think there definitely needs to be some kind of crossover where there's either. I know we've had a couple of American, you know, Panda Banks and things came over, and you know, Conatini's gone over there. David Round went over to the America as well, didn't he?
Yeah, I think. Do you know what? I think that would have been a mint idea. I mean, doing like the countries belts. So, for example, a bit like the boxing, so they could have had the British title, the American title, the Asia title, and then obviously the champions of that up in the ranks, then to fight for a world title. Is that what I mean? Yeah.
Then, you know, it could be a tournament style. It could be, you know, 5 fights in one night kind of thing.
Like remember the World Boxing Super Series that the Sauron put on, something like that.
Yeah.
All belts in the pot and fucking winner takes all.
Winner takes all. Universal champion.
Yeah, sick. I think. Do you know what else I think would be good for the BKFC?
What's that?
And a team of lads from the UK, up and coming fighters. Team of lads from the USA, up and coming fighters, and doing like an Ultimate Fighter where they live in a house and that. And do you know what I mean? I bet it'd be a bit harder though with a Bareknuckle because I can't just jump in and have a couple of fights every. Do you know what I mean? It's rough as fucking one fight enough.
Yeah, definitely. It'd take a bit of recovery, but you know, the thought of some kind of Ultimate Fighter or Contender kind of series, or living in one house together, that'll be class, wouldn't it? It'd be good.
The team with the most wins gets a big fucking pot of money or something to share out. You know?
Aye.
That'd be sick. Good for the filming and that as well, wouldn't it?
Oh, it'd be unbelievable. It'd be brilliant. That's what saved the UFC. The UFC were going under until they made the series of the Ultimate Fighter, the first series, which Diego Sanchez was on, first one.
Yeah. You
know, crazy. But that saved them from going under. It got its popularity, you know, a lot of popularity through that.
It's mad, didn't it? It used to do big numbers, didn't it, on the telly?
Oh, yeah, unbelievable. I'd love... I think it's still going, isn't it?
Can you remember the Contender on ITV1 with Peter Manfredo and all that?
Yeah.
That was a bit mad as well, wasn't it?
They've done the Muay Thai Contender as well. I think John Wayne Parr was on that.
Yeah. Well, wasn't fucking Andrew Tate on that?
Who?
Andrew Tate.
Was he?
I'm sure he was, mate, yeah.
Possibly. Aye.
Mate,
he's a crazy bastard as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he's been locked up, hasn't he?
I think so.
Mate, what's Mitch up TV soon? It gets messy with the belts. We'll have UK BKFC title, then World BKFC, USA title. Gonna get messy once one Brit holds UK. Then World, USA, both titles, and just follow one fighter.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know if they should have not give the UK belts or what, and just had it as kept it as world belts.
Yeah, it's too many fighters, though, innit? Having the least opportunity to get a belt or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, how many fights can you have in the division in a year?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Say there's fucking 50 fighters in the division. The bottom 40 have got no chance, have they?
No, that's true. But I don't know. Like you say, a contender kind of thing to push them up the ranks.
Yeah, I suppose there's a lot of costing with that, though, isn't there?
Yeah, I suppose.
Well, it's not some of that they couldn't sort out. Like, obviously, I think
it depends. They're in with Triller, aren't they? So I mean, depends when the TV deal goes through properly, and you know, who they decide to go with.
Yeah, it'd be mad when it's all televised and that, mate. How mint would it be?
Oh, it'd be fantastic.
They deserve it as well, though. The boys deserve it. They deserve all the fame and glory.
They do. Yeah. I mean, it's not... It's just a different type of thing. You know, boxing's boxing. Boxing's been a part of the world, you know, been around for years and years. And is it as brutal as boxing? I don't know. I don't think so. It's not as brutal as Muay Thai, where you've got knees, elbows, kicks. There's the padding on the boxing gloves. Does that cause more damage than, you know, a knuckle to the forehead or...
What is it? Oh, someone says, was it who says it? I think it was someone who might have been on my podcast, or might have been someone on a video. He's like, what would you rather get hit with, a bare knuckle or a glove? And he says, a bare knuckle. With someone swinging with a gloves got another 10 more rounds of power swinging at your head.
True.
Oh, was it who said that? Oh, fuck.
Sure. I think that was one of your interviews, though. I think you're right.
Yeah, I can't think of who it was. 10.
So you got anything exciting coming up? I've seen you done your rundown of your live shows last night.
Yeah, I've completed
end of the series.
Yeah, I've completed another series, mate, on the lives.
Yeah.
I just want to get all this documentary work kicking now, mate. I want to get all proper documentaries out where, for example...
Don't give it away.
Well, I'm just sort of giving like a little idea. Like, basically, I'll be going to the towns where the fighters grew up, talking about when they were kids, walking about the areas while filming, while we're talking about the life story, schools, and just progress onto the bare knuckle and then their upcoming fight. So I'm going to have a documentary of the lads who are fighting. So I'll tell the life story and then I'll also have the fight making after the fight.
That's it. We're going to do some profile building, aren't we?
Yeah, it'll be sick, mate.
We will. Travel around, different fighters. Be good fun. Sure, we'll meet some characters along the way.
Yeah, it'll be sick, mate. I can't wait for it. Genuinely can't wait for it.
Aye.
What's people saying here? Yes, Richard Doughty, what's happening, mate? Mitch Up TV, Darrell's Travels, Jim King. In the house.
Yes.
Anyone who's watching the video going to BKFC 37 at London? Tickets are out now. Oh, mate, I had a big, massive bag of meal there. It's absolutely crippled us.
Was it?
Proper crippled me, mate.
Oh. What else you got coming up? Are you going to continue? So that was just the end of the live series. Are you still going to continue to do lives and interviews, though? Yeah. Yeah,
I'm going to continue to do the lives and that, mate. Yeah, I'm going to stick to doing the lives. Hopefully, been chatting to a few people who were up for sponsoring the documentary as well. So hopefully we can get a sponsor wrapped up for the documentary work and get on the road with it, man. Start getting this work smashed out.
Yeah,
I want to like and see like me doing good. I swear to God as well, mate. I'm not lying. Yeah, I got in the taxi today. So I left my missus the car and I went to that Rio's with my brother, the steakhouse. We just got a taxi down.
Yeah.
And the taxi driver was a median, like a proper median, mate. Like,
right.
Oh, mate, it was mad. Just giving me his number and everything. And everything he was saying. As soon as I got in the car, he went, looked at me in the mirror, he went, interview? I went, what's that, mate? He went, and my brother went, oh, it's that guy who reads people's cards and that, who drives the taxis. I've seen him on Facebook. He gets thousands of people watching him. I was like, oh, wow.
Really?
Interview wasn't clicking on. He's got, I don't know, someone's just saying interviewing me. I don't, it could be anything related. Oh, fucking hell, the podcasts. And I was like, wow. I swear to God, mate, yeah. I was like, wow. And then he started saying all this other stuff, mate, that like people's names. He was like, have you done something with a tap this morning? I was like, Yeah. Fucking someone was putting a new shower in, and just before I left the house, he said, turn the stopcock off. So I had to turn the tap off for the water.
Right.
Honestly, mate, it was like, I'm not going to say like, he was telling me amounts of money, mate, that are going to come my way, offered to me about, oh, mate, it's just mad, everything he said. He was like, keep doing what you're doing, it's gonna go far. I'm on the way for some food, mate. I'm white as a ghost in the back of the taxi. I put the scoops up his mate, I swear to God. He was like, yeah, there's Peter and Thomas next to you.
I'm getting the word.
He was like saying people who were next to me. I was like, fucking hell. Wish you never told me that. But he said I had a very high spiritual energy or something. Mate, there was some things he said that there was no way he could have knew. Do you know what I mean? He was good at what he'd done, mate.
Good at what he'd done. There we go. Not for me. I don't believe in that, to be honest.
Don't you?
No, don't get us wrong. Spirituality, yeah, but like people coming up and saying, "Have you done something with the tap this morning?" Yeah, I brushed my teeth. Yeah, I did do. I turned it on and then off.
No, but it was more like, have you had trouble with a tap?
All right.
Like, it wasn't just that. It was the way he put it, mate. And I was just like,
yeah.
He's been trying to get it sorted. Do you know what I mean? He had a bit of a drama with it.
He sold it, you mean? He sold it to you.
Did you open that?
I did, yeah. More than once.
You've been blinking loads today, haven't you?
Have you breathed in and out today? I have, yeah. Jesus, he's good, isn't he?
Interview as well, mate. But that could have been anything, couldn't it?
Of course. You know, maybe thought you were going for a job interview. You must have been looking smart, were you?
No, chavved up to the I-9s, mate. No first.
We've gone off the Bareknuckle a bit, haven't we?
I know, mate.
Went on a tangent there.
Hotel booked. What's that for? Oh yeah, BKFC. Yep. Yeah. He's going. Mitch Up TV's going.
Yeah, like I say, have a look at his Instagram and his YouTube channels. His videos are class. Really insightful as well. Yeah,
I'll have a look into them, mate. Definitely. It's a frustrating genre to tap into, but best place is being here in the early days and persevere. I have a feeling it will be worth it in a few years. Original new ideas is the crux to all this. Yeah, 100%, mate.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. But you know, like I said, getting in at this level of where it's at now, and for it to grow, and hopefully we all grow with it as well. That's something I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Same. I'm just trying. What's it called? I'm trying to, get some sound effects on the podcast.
All right.
Seeing if it works. Right there. See if it works. See if it works here, boys. Are we ready?
Go for it.
So yeah, we've got BKFC 37 coming up, guys. What are you thinking? Hey, I'm learning, mate. I'm learning.
Yeah. So how did you got into this as well? So you've been into this for a while. I remember, chatting a couple of weeks ago. You were saying like the first interviews that you done with like Conatini and stuff. You were wearing a mask, weren't you?
Yeah, mate. I had like I just thought it was like a little click. Do you know what I mean? Something that was going to keep people guessing, and I thought people like the curiosity will be good. Do you know what I mean? And I thought after doing a couple, I thought I can't fucking do this. It's fucking different. I took like people were guessing who I was and that as well. Like saying YouTube, they were like, "That's definitely you on YouTube." And obviously, how could I go to events and things like that? But as soon as I took it off, people were like, "Oh, you should have kept it on, man." Like it was good thinking who was it.
The intrigue.
Yeah, mate. But obviously, I wouldn't have been able to do now, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I didn't exactly go to BKFC Wembley with a mask on me mush.
But you were sweating like mad.
Oh, mate, it was horrible because, oh, mate, don't. I'll watch him back, mate, yeah. If you watch him back, I'm going to send you him after this year. You'll laugh your head off. The first one, I didn't have that. I just jumped in straight away and had the mask. I didn't like do no test running out. And fucking, when I'm talking, it's like, yeah, so, what? You know, like, so what I do, yeah? Tissue. Like gaffer tape, loads of tissue around the forehead, bit of it in the chin, so the mask on my face, and cut a square out with the plastic on the mouth because it was just dripping wet, mate, after it. I can't cope with this no more, mate. Fuck the mask.
And then you just getting people sending you like fight videos and stuff. I see you mean you still put them on and stuff, don't you?
Yeah, mate, I get stuff sent all over all the time, mate. So I just put them on. People love it, don't they? It's good. It's good to put not a message across, but it's good to obviously it's more familiar. It's good for people to be more familiar with seeing that type of stuff than the gun shooting and the knife crime that we're seeing every fucking thing every day on Instagram and social media.
Yeah,
that's getting put to people now that's normal.
I know. It's sad, isn't it? It's sad.
When you someone who's talking, like someone might come to my house tomorrow and be like, "Oh, so and so got stabbed last night." And I'm like, "Fucking hell!" But in my head, it's just like what I'd have thought years ago if someone said someone got punched in the town. Just like, do you know what I mean? It's a normal thing that happens now, and it's sad. I think the old school ways need to come back. So just try and put all the old fisticuffs on.
Yeah. That's one thing I like being involved with the local boxing club, Border City, ABC. You know, a lot of kids and that there and stuff, and they do. All the coaches there do fantastic stuff with the kids and stuff, and it teaches them discipline and it teaches them a sport and teaches them respect.
Yeah, definitely, mate. It does.
I think every child should do some kind of combat sport, some kind of martial art.
Yeah, I think in America, wrestling, the way they have the kids wrestling in schools and that, I think that's awesome because wrestling's a really good self-defense to have, I think. I know it's bad for street fighting and that, but you can just get bit, you know what I mean? You've got last place on the floor in a street fight. But it's very good, mate, for kids, I think, to obviously use the weight against each other and not the weight. You know, when you're wrestling, you know how to use somebody's body weight against them and that, don't you? And fling them about. Yeah. Someone double your size, fling them about like a rag doll.
Yeah.
Jiu-jitsu and all that, it's good, man.
Jiu-jitsu is just a game of chess. So it blows my mind, and watching some of the jiu-jitsu tournaments and things. It's a great one. There's a great one in town here, Raji Rollers. Shout out to the Raji Rollers. Class bunch of lads and lasses.
There's quite a few gyms about now, isn't there?
There is. It's good. I wonder as well if that's going to be a case of if there'll be, depending like bare-knuckle gyms eventually.
I know.
That just teach bare-knuckle.
What would you use though? Like just train with wraps on?
Well, yeah. Aye. Well, even the lads training bare-knuckle now, they still fight with gloves on, don't they? Boxing gloves.
Yeah, some do, some don't. Some people like to condition their hands and that, don't they?
But head guards, safety first, isn't it? Safety first.
Yeah, definitely, mate.
There's the Yeti giving you a shout out. Big shout out to the Yeti.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that there. We've got the Yeti inside. All the best to you as well, mate.
Yeah, all the best, Yeti. So you do music as well?
I did. I haven't done music for a while, but yeah, I did do music. Yeah, I used to. I first done music. I used to MC. I used to do like all the raves and that.
Did you?
Used to be a resident MC at Initialize.
Have you still got it?
Oh, mate, give me a mic now. I'll do out now. Never lose it, mate. Never lose it, mate.
I can't wait to hear some of that on the road.
I'm one of these who, like, fucking ages ago. I'd go to the local social club, mate, karaoke night, and have all the 16-year-old bands in there. Proper band. DJ'd have no tune, so I'd be like, just put Venga Boys on, mate, I'll bounce it.
But you made your own music as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I then progressed on to doing like the rap music and that. And I've done all right with the rap music. Got my music played on like BBC, ITV documentary. Done some with a good artist as well. Like, I don't know if anyone's familiar with Mike Righteous, but he's done songs with Ed Sheeran and everyone, mate, and done music with him.
Excellent.
He's just brought a song out not long ago with Jordan McCann. Don't know if you've heard of him.
Right. Aye.
He's just done a track with him not long ago.
That's spot on. Is that so? Do you still dabble then or not?
Nah, mate, not really. It's hard. I've got all the equipment to do my own record it, but got kids in that now, mate. It's hard to find the time to write music. It's time consuming writing music. And when I was writing music, I had a lot of time on my own. Do you know what I mean? Where I'm just on my own and I'm just that sort of like rapping in my head and putting words together and fucking thinking of things to write about. But now I just don't have the time. And I'm more interested in this now. Do you know what I mean? I really like doing what I'm doing with a Bareknuckle and that.
Oh, you're doing great things, like you are. I don't know, like this is time consuming as well, though, isn't it?
Yeah, proper.
Aye.
Proper time consuming, mate. But it's worth it.
It is.
That's why my podcasts are mainly on the night time, because kids will be running wild. Do you know what I mean? It's quite hard with some people who live in different countries.
Yeah, aye.
Especially America.
Yeah, it's a shame Belcher, you couldn't get Belcher on.
Yeah, like when we sorted the times out, that have been like 2 o'clock in the morning, mate.
Yeah.
Well, I'll get him on, mate. I'll get him on.
Yeah, there's another guy as well. I've been looking at a Big Boy podcast. Have you seen any of him?
Yeah, is it Clear Boy or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen his stuff, mate. Is it the Knuckle Up podcast, isn't it?
No, he's called Big Boy. It's more on Instagram than he is on YouTube. Big Boy podcast. Yeah, he's an ex-fighter himself. He's done Bareknuckle and MMA as well.
I've seen a few of them at now. That Planet Hank as well. Have you seen him?
No.
He's good. He's on Facebook. He's done a few good interviews.
Yeah.
On the Knuckle and that Knuckle Up podcast. There's another kid as well. I can't remember his name. He does them for BKB.
Yeah.
Is it Liam Hartery? He does some as well. Liam Hartery or something like that.
Right.
Seen a few, mate. Good luck with them all, innit? It's good.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
More exposure for the lads, the better, innit, mate?
Too right. The Big Boy podcast, he was doing something with the Juggernaut the other week.
Yeah, Lorenzo, yeah.
And he's just had a Czechoslovakian, or she was from the Czech Republic, a female fighter on, and she looks an absolute animal. She looks like she could do damage in the 125, 135 division if the BKFC sign her up.
Someone wants to fight with you here. The World Storm Raider. You know I am.
Got no fans. Got no fans.
Newcastle ain't got no fans. Sunderland got no grounds. What about the Borough, mate? Be nice. What about Middlesbrough? The Smoggies, Teesside. Come on, say something nice, Wales Storm Raider. I got a picture with you once. I know it's probably not you, but yeah.
Didn't he die? Didn't he die recently?
Oh, I don't know, mate. I got a picture with him. Where was it at? He was at fucking Manchester, mate. Some Britain's Got Talent thing, and he was. He had a mankini on. Outside, mate, I got a photo of him with a mankini on. He was smoking spliffs and all sorts, man. He just got back from Magaluf, loads of young lads.
No way.
I was like, well, loves it. But yeah, what, like, I'm always thinking as well, like, what could I do to make the channel better?
I
Like,
just keep doing what you're doing, to be honest.
Yeah.
And we'll get out on the road, do some documentary stuff and some coverage at the events. Aye. Definitely. And our trajectory will just keep going up as well.
The what, sorry?
And, our trajectory will just keep going up as well.
Yeah, definitely.
And Mitts Up TV, it'd be good to meet him down at the next show.
Everyone will just have to jump on a big live one night. It'll be good.
Yeah, aye. Get some good footage and meet some good people.
Yeah, definitely, mate. We've got a lot coming up in the pipeline.
Mm-hmm. Or is it 8 shows this year now?
6 shows booked in, I think. But booked in for the BKFC, yeah, I think it's 6. And that's only till March. So it's like 2 a month, isn't it?
Yeah. And the next one should be good as well. Danny's obviously going to be on that one.
Yeah. Little skinny guy he wants. Love it, doing that. But mate, I think we'll been on nearly an hour now. We'll wrap it up, mate, because the missus is wanting to watch the new Avatar, mate. So,
all right, good stuff.
I better wrap it up soon, mate, before she goes Bareknuckle on me.
Well, good speaking to you, Lou, and I'll catch you soon, mate. Thanks for having us on.
Yeah, definitely, Ross. We'll speak tomorrow, mate, like we always do, and we'll catch up again very soon, mate, on a podcast.
Yeah. And like I say, if you haven't already, go over to my channel, In the Red Corner Podcast, corner spelt with a K. Give us a subscribe and leave a little vote as well if you want to see a Danny Christie Fight Camp Part 2.
Yeah, so if you just look at it, also on the banner on the bottom there, that's how it's spelled. If anyone who's watching the video.
Good stuff. Thanks very much, Lou.
No problem, mate. Speak soon.
Cheers, mate. Ta-ra.
Ta-ra, mate. Yes, people, make sure you go over there and follow Ross at the Red Corner Podcast, In the Red Corner Podcast, on YouTube. It's going to be doing similar stuff to what I'm doing, interviewing fighters and things like that. And he's a good guy as well, so make sure you head over there and give him a sub. Appreciate everyone who jumped in as well. Hope you all have a great evening. Sorry, I was just reading through the podcast. Lost a bit there. But hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Good night, God bless. And I'll speak to you all very soon.